We are born with all of the eggs that we're ever going to have. All women have some degree of aneuploidy or abnormal eggs, right? Even a 20-year-old woman. The thing is that you really only need one egg to produce a baby. So the focus really is just improving your egg quality that you do have. So what is poor egg quality, and should you be concerned about whether this is the reason why you are possibly not able to conceive or have had recurrent miscarriages? There is no actual test to determine whether or not you actually have poor egg quality. One of the only ways to know for sure is if you have your eggs tested in a lab, and that even depends on the lab technician and the equipment being used in order to observe the eggs. And then there's also AI or artificial intelligence that they are now using to determine whether an egg is good quality or not, but it's still looking at like the fluid in the egg or around the eggs, and even that is still based on the eggs that the company or the system has, right, to judge your eggs, right? So for you and your unique situation, the really only way to really know for sure is if you are able to conceive or not, if you have conceived and had a baby with, say, a defect or Down syndrome or something like that, right? So that's just sort of an overview of like just letting you know that there really is no test, but there are still some other things that are used to determine whether you have poor egg quality or not, such as whether you have low AMH. So again, low AMH doesn't mean that you have poor egg quality, but low AMH helps to give an indication of like the quantity of your eggs. And if the quantity of your eggs is low, sometimes the correlation is made that, you know, your egg quality may be low as well. And the thing is that AMH fluctuates from month to month. It is really just a measure of hormones released in your granulosal cells during the preantral phase. And it only measures eggs that are about 4 millimeters to 8 millimeters. It doesn't go beyond that during that time. And so because of that, like, it's definitely not an accurate measure of all of your eggs, or the AMH for all of your eggs, AMH standing for anti-Mullerian hormone. And so again, it's not an exact measure of whether you have good egg quality or not, but it can help to give an indication. Again, another sign is whether you have had recurrent miscarriages in the past. So if you are continuously having miscarriages, say around the 6 to 8 week mark, this could indicate that you have poor or low egg quality. And again, when it comes to low egg quality, another thing that they would be looking for is chromosomal damage, right? And so chromosomal damage or aneuploid eggs could mean that you have either too many chromosomes or too few chromosomes. So normally you're supposed to have 23 pairs of chromosomes that would match with your partner's 23 pairs of chromosomes to form the 46. However, if you say, for example, have 22 chromosomes, then again, this may not be enough for the egg to either be fertilized, to implant into your uterus, or for the embryo to grow. And even in the case where it may grow, it may not grow beyond the 6 to 8 weeks mark. And then on top of that, usually the only type of like abnormal chromosome pairing that would survive, and you know, whether how you want to call it, whether it's normal or not, but usually the only type of imbalanced chromosome parent that would survive, the only baby or embryo that would survive beyond that mark are usually babies born with Down syndrome. And so that would be another indication as to whether or not you actually do indeed have low or poor egg quality. Beyond that, another indication that you may have lower poor egg quality is diminished ovarian reserves, where again, it's determined that, you know, you just don't have as many eggs, or there's just not as many eggs maturing and reaching ovulation. The thing is that all women have some degree of aneuploidy or abnormal eggs, right? Even a 20-year-old woman has about a 20% rate of abnormal eggs. But however, when you do get older to like being over 40, you may have more of an 80% chance. The thing is that you really only need one egg to survive, or sorry, one egg to produce a baby, of course. And so the focus really is just improving your egg quality that you do have. just to go back a little bit further, we are told that, we are born with all of the eggs that we're ever going to have, and so and so. However, new information is coming forth to show that, we can indeed, create new eggs, but what we know for sure is that we can definitely improve egg quality with certain things. So if you would like to learn more, definitely make sure to download my top 5 ways to improve your egg quality naturally for women over 35. Make sure to check out my free mini training called Fertile Woman Activation. And on top of that, once you have gone through all of this information, if you still want to learn more and you want to speak to me, go ahead and book your Fertile Woman Activation call. So all you have to do is click the link in the description and you'll get access to all 3 of these options. All right, so take care and I will see you soon. Love you.